And Chris, we're going to be discussing the topic fear. So why don't you start by with a few with what you have to say, and then we could kind of like integrate with what we have.
Sure. We'll talk about fear of success or fear of failure. Which part? So, Mike.
Well, I think the topic would be about maybe fear of not doing stuff where we get setbacks. Fear would be when you're trying to get something done, and we sort of fall back because we either had a bad experience or something happened along the way that we get a bit scared. Being scared is fine, but I think for the most part, it's about being more in action rather than out of action. Out of action leads to more fear, leads to more problems, and leads to more confusion as well. So, what do you think of that? And in terms of what would your comments be on that?
Well, if you think about confusion, usually that's where the fear that comes in, because people don't know exactly if they take the right decision. Uh, if they take that decision, if they make the decision, is that going to bring the results they are looking for, or it's just there are so many factors you take in consideration, because uh, although fear it's a feeling, it's one of those things when it just comes in that when you question yourself, when the self belief and self doubt kicks in. So I think when you start not believing yourself like you used to, that's where the fear kicks in, because what comes in your mind, it's the thoughts that you put in your head, and in basically in your conscious mind, you just then put it on your subconscious mind, and that just creates the feeling. For instance, if I'll tell you now that you're gonna I know for a fact that you're gonna lose all the money you have in your account, you're gonna be like, uh, this guy is talking nonsense. But then if I say, look, I'm really sure that in the next 5 minutes, when you go and check your account, you're going to have no money, then you're going to start thinking like, well, hold on a second. This guy is way too serious about this. So it just comes to that point when the more I tell you that, I put that idea in your mind, the more you start questioning it. That's where the fear kicks in, because you start questioning yourself. You don't believe in yourself anymore, or you don't believe in what you thought will be accurate. So you start talking about, think about, do I really think this is going to happen? So the moment you put that seed in your mind,
Right.
that's where the fear kicks in. Fear is a feeling. It's
It,
coming through your thoughts.
it's more almost like overthinking. When people start to think too much, they overthink to the point that they can make decisions. In my field, whenever I am talking to clients or people look at products, like say in my business, I do insurance, for example. Um, they start looking at different things, overthink. So overthinking is also part of fear, whether of what they need to sort of make decisions as well. And I think it's almost sometimes for a lot of people is sort of an occurrence which has already happened, or they're just not ready to start because they think that they might be not good enough, or and stuff like that. So it's also like self-control, and being shit scared. I think it's okay actually, if you think about it. Uh,
I'll put it this way:
it's it's
if you don't feel fear, then you won't be able to protect yourself in like legitimate threats. I mean, let's think about an example. If you go and walk in a forest, and you're afraid of snakes, okay? So we know that if you go in the woods in the forest,